What's up, everybody? So we're out in the shop and today we're doing a little bonus video. This is going to be me designing the two-handed knife that we're going to be making. This is going to be a pretty big undertaking because the overall size of this is going to be in the 20-inch range. And again, it's going to be a two-handed knife. It's going to have really long handle scales on it. It's going to be just a very unique build. And what I'm going to do in this episode is I'm going to sketch it all for you and actually let y'all see the thought process that goes into making a knife like this. And I'll be real with you. Is this going to be a practical knife? No, but it's going to be a badass one. It's going to be large. It's going to be pretty cool. And I'm excited about this one. Now, originally I'd set out to make a two-handed drop point recurve chopper style knife. I'm going to do it a little bit different. And we'll talk about that when we actually get over here. So let's go ahead, let's get to the workbench, start drawing this out. So whenever I originally set out to do this and make a two-handed chopper style knife, I was going to do a knife that was two-handed and was a drop point recurve. Now, I've done plenty of knives that were drop point recurve choppers. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different on this one, and I'll tell you why. Now, for one, I am going to be doing kind of like an axe handle on this knife, or axe handle style, but the blade itself is going to actually resemble more of a scythe. Now, the reason behind that is because I had a friend who asked me to make them a scythe blade, and I thought that would actually be really cool for this particular knife because I mean, it's kind of a fantasy style knife that I will be using to cut things down with and have fun with. But if I'm going to go out and make something different, it should be quite a bit different than what I've made in the past. So this whole entire design is going to be based on a two-handed chopping scythe style blade, which is going to be pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Now, what I'm going to be using as my handle shape is kind of this guy right here. So this is my truck hatchet. So this is the hatchet that I keep in my truck. You know, I do live the lifestyle that I need a truck hatchet. And this thing does get used quite often. I really like this. This is just a Fisker's little hatchet that they have here. And it works really well. Holds the edge decently well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the handle style for this because I really like this lock-in right here that we have from this handle. So we're going to use that as our base for our handle design and then kind of go from there. Now let's see, if I had to use it two-handed, I would need to come up to almost the S on the Fiskers. So that's going to be about right there. Close enough. Okay. Really do like this hatchet. I've got this one, and I've got one that stays in the shop that I use in the backyard a lot. So I don't need the handle to be this big. This is actually a really big handle. So we can actually go through and kind of narrow it and taper it a little bit, maybe mess with the geometry of it just a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm kind of more liking this right here. I might have to change it just a little bit, but now we can go ahead and erase the excess. So we're left with something like this. Now, what I'm probably gonna do is even trim this down more because I don't need as big of a hook. So let's go ahead. Now you'll see me draw a lot of different lines as I'm going through and doing these sketches. And I just like to see different options. Like on this one, I'm going to pick this middle one. Now, just because I use that handle for the kind of initial profiling doesn't mean I was going to keep the shape of that handle. I'm just using it for a little bit of the ergonomics and overall sizing. I'm still going to go through and change everything, and then this might even change again after I put this on template material and put it in my hands. I might decide that I need to move where this swell is right here, but I'm thinking that with two hands, my hand should come all the way to here on the first one and kind of rest pretty comfortably inside this, and if I have to add the second one, it would be up here. So that's the whole point behind this. And instead of the spine being really flat, I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and this little section here, swell it back up just a hair, and then bring it back down a little bit, so it's going to swell towards the center where this area is, kind of almost create an oval. So that's going to give us our handle. This is what I'm comfortable with to at least go to, template material. This right here. Now we've got the rest of this to deal with the blade, and it's going to be a pretty big blade. So all in all, it's going to end up dropping and sweeping down to the tip here. So I can go ahead and just kind of give myself an arch. And this is so that I kind of have an understanding of where I want it to go. Now you're going to see this is going to change a lot. We're just using this as a reference to how much drop we want. Things are going to change as we come down because we might bring it down a little bit, and then we might give it a little bit of a profile here, but there's a few things that I want to make look really cool on this. So I'm going to end up, we're probably going to drop this center part down to here because I'm going to end up bringing it up a little bit and doing a false edge on the top. And then we're going to drop it down and follow that arc that we already put on here. Okay, so this is going to refine our spine just a little bit. Now we can start doing our finger choil area. This is going to be a crazy looking knife. There is, oh, I mean, it's almost a sword, but this is going to be absolutely crazy looking. All right. So now to do our edge. So there is our rough profile right there. Now it's time to figure out where we want things like the handle to end, our ricasso area / plunge line area. I think that I'm going to do something pretty cool here. I think I'm going to bring the plunge line from back here and bring it up almost to the spine here, maybe even all the way up to the spine. And then we're going to bring that false edge up through here. And it's not going to come all the way to the tip. It's going to be pretty close to the tip. But I think that we're going to leave it a little bit away. And I actually think that we're going to bring the flats up and kind of meet in the center here. Yeah, let's do that. And that way we'll have some of that forged area in here. So we're going to change the top of the spine just a little bit. Okay. Now I think because of that, we're going to go through and we're going to thin this area just a hair. And again, if I have to adjust it later, I can. And then our handle, go ahead and come up here. It's going to be a really big handle. I was looking at it and there's something that I want to do. So we're going to go ahead and change the profile of the blade just a little bit. And it's because for something like this, I really want that R-shaped sharpening choil on it, because I think that it looks really cool on these blades that are like this. These crazy style blades. If I'm ever going to do one of those sharpening choils, I mean, it needs to be on stuff like this. So we're going to come from back here and we're going to make our little R sharpening choil. There we go. Alright guys, so we got the profile finalized, and then I went ahead and went over all the lines with a black marker so it really stood out. Here we go. What do y'all think about that insanity? Got our crazy choil up through here. Something a little bit different. Overall, massive knife, 20 inches, so it's 20 3/4 inches long, so almost 21 inches long. It is going to be a beast of a knife, and I'm really interested to know what y'all think about the profile. Do y'all think that I'm going a little overboard? Do y'all think that I'm right on the money of ridiculousness? The whole point behind this is to make a ridiculous knife. I've wanted to make one of these just crazy, crazy builds for a while. I've seen other people make different types of swords and knives and things like that, and I thought all of those were awesome. And I've wanted to make one of just the crazy builds that might not be practical, but will be just awesome to own. And that's the point behind this. Hopefully y'all are digging it. Hopefully y'all think this is awesome. So what I am going to do, I was trying to debate between two different builds that I was going to start on Friday. It was going to be either the two-handed knife or it was going to be the 5 EDC knives that I'm going to be making to sell for the funding of the shop. So this is just the proceeds from these knives are going to help fund the rest of the shop build. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and be releasing the videos for the big two-handed build as we start going through. And then I'm going to be filming me making these 5 knives at the same time, and I'll just compile all that footage and release a video for it in the near future. So we'll have that. We will still be releasing video based on the 5 EDC knives that we're selling for the shop funding. And so y'all see both, but I think the build that we're going to do is the ridiculous one. And y'all let me know. Do y'all want me to focus more on the 5 EDC knives? Are y'all more interested in that? Or are y'all more interested in the crazy ridiculous build? I'm really interested to see what y'all think. So I am going to go ahead and release this video before Friday because I kind of want to fill out the room, see what y'all think. I think y'all are going to want me to do the crazy one because it sounds awesome to me, and typically whenever I think that way, y'all are like, yep, that's the way we're going to go. So we're going to have that, and then the next series after that is going to be the Hidden Tang build. So we've got those things coming up, plus we're going to be doing a video, like I said, released on the 5 EDC knives, so you'll have all of that to look forward to. Plus we got a really cool thing that's going to be coming up. Really cool thing. Y'all be on the lookout for a little video that I'm going to release on the community page here within the next couple of days. Y'all are going to absolutely just love the stuff that we're going to have for y'all as a knife community. It's going to be cool. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be awesome. Y'all have got so much stuff to look forward to. It is crazy. You don't even know yet. Y'all don't even know yet. It's going to be nuts. Y'all are going to enjoy it. But guys, that is the end of this one. If y'all would, give this video a thumbs up, share this video or one of my other videos. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Guys, thank y'all for coming by and spending your time with me and checking out me drawing this awesome insanity right here. Guys, y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all next time.